kind of accept that you're going to get beaten in lane.
Yeah.
And just outskill. And even then, that's not a guaranteed win of a matchup. As, okay, little more interesting there. Actually going to get the Orianna R5 here, as opposed to the Rise. Orianna, obviously, a lot better with the Wukong specifically. Amazing ball delivery system. The wombo combo is super good. And the biggest advantage that it has for me over Rise is that I think Orianna's early laning phase gives you way more pressure, which obviously Chovy likes to use, and Canyon is also good at playing around.
Yeah, and the wombo combo you mentioned just feels very, very nice. Alongside of it, Rise just a little bit more flexibility, a little bit more map control, whereas Orianna's like, when we're team fighting, we're team fighting. Like, we're dropping a shockwave.
소환사의 협곡에 오신 것을 환영합니다.
Game number 1 of Saturday Showdown begins now. Hanwha Life Esports up against GENG.
30초 남았습니다.
Yep.
Nice! I won. No.
You did win, yeah. In the top side of the map, with the wall, they want to get something going here on the Ruler, and he's going to deny the Valkyrie by the wall! Just disgusting stuff on that timing. Maybe that's what they were trying to show. I assume that might have been against
okay, we do not have 6. Oh, Delight just hits it now. That's a really big spike. Duro doesn't have his. I think they have to dip, but...
Yeah, they're just going to engage onto the Wukong here, though. Canyon in a lot of trouble, is able to get over into safety, actually, as his team does push in. And yeah, Pino went in, but there was no real follow-up on that ult, so just ends up being like a maniac, okay? As now...
He does not know.
ZEUS is going to get baited in. Assumed that maybe the jungler was gone. Kino getting pretty low. Is able to flash away, but now Zeka here flashing out of the knockback is Canyon, but he's still dead because he was overheated. So finally, we have a non-fake Drake, and we also have Kevin.
It's the safest play
to think about, you know.
It is, yeah, for sure. Now, Keen doesn't have his first item done, by the way. Doesn't have Leandri's. ZEUS is sitting on a Riftmaker, so that is a big spike. Not there for the Rumble, but people in a team fight, always scary. Now it's gone.
Okay, well, Delight gonna get, oh, that's a big knockup though from the Talia. Keen is gonna get Magnet Stormed in, but now we've got Peanut out of the fight already, and Viper just doesn't have a front line anymore. It's a triple kill for Chovy as a heavily... A love-hate relationship between me and Gigacone. It's just a hate relationship. Peanut's dead. Speaking of cones, yeah, if you cone and you don't have vision on the other side and you're alone, you can get in trouble. So be careful about that. Ruler is going to be caught up, but it was a bait all along. It's actually Viper who gets caught out and baited into it. Now Ruler getting pretty low as Keen is, not Keen, rather ZEUS gets in. A big knockup comes in from Canyon as it's just one-upping at every moment. Like it looked like Ruler was caught, but then Duro comes in. As now maybe they're going to get Duro here, but basically just collateral damage. It's still a big win for GENG.
The consolation Duro is not. That's not what you want.
Look at this.
They got 2 turrets. Okay.
And the dragon.
Actually, this is insane. The game was basically still even. Okay. And now in the span of what is it? Like 2 minutes? Not even. Like what was this? Like
it's like a minute and a half.
Like maybe. A minute and a half sequence. They kill Peanut. Because he has the eye, topside turret is taken by Keen, who gets out. Then they also, go with
Tranquil, right? But sometimes the waves.
Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes there's a storm,
Is
right?
Is the game just done? I mean, it's GENG. I'm asking this question knowing the answer.
Well, Chronicler, you were the guy that thought this was going to be a 2-1, okay?
It's only game 1.
Yeah, true.
It's gone.
Yeah, Delight trying to get in. This is not old Rel, so... Yeah,
I mean,
it's not gonna happen.
Even with the smite, right? Like, has been nerfed. Canyon with Wukong should never lose that.
Yep.
So I like that Delight looks for it. That was crazy.
It absolutely was.
Delight?
Delight, yeah, he's just taking a bunch of poke damage here. Just kind of sitting on the equalizer as in they go, very deep. There's the combo, but look at the peel coming through, and Peanut immediately just dies. ZEUS, though, is able to frontline, takes out Ruler. Actually a chance here for the side of HLE, but ooh, Just gonna take a stick to the head there. At least they trade for Keen, but meanwhile, CHOVY just picking up a consolation support. And now Canyon going on in, gonna get the barrier out. Kind of playing with fire here, as very low are the health bars on the side of HLE, but they desperately want one more kill.
Yeah, don't remind them.
Big combos. Now we got this combo here once again between the Vi and the Taliyah. Keen's just running forward.
Dead.
Yeah, he's just dead. He's trying to zone for the Hex Tech.
I don't think
Soul.
they didn't have Corky on this. It's going to be tight timing here.
Yeah, it's just going to come down to a flip. It goes to the Corky of all people. And now they are just very far deep in. A big Miko up, but the man advantage will go the way of HLE still. Ruler has to flash away from this one.
Snip, snip!
And here we go. We got a wall as well. And this time, ooh, it's just barely going to get out. Oh, Viper snipes him down. And finally, HLE gets something going in this game.
And even though the soul point goes to GENG, Hanwha Life show. Nice if we were a 3-team region, Valdez, instead of a 2-team region.
You know, that would be nice. Fortunately, yeah. Anyway, let's get into this Baron one, as Peanut is here. He has charged up his Q, but now Duro just trying to zone him away. Peanut gonna not be able to flash in, doesn't have it, and the combo just keeps him away. The smite is easy to the Rumble. Going in though, as now they have the damage onto Viper, and he is kind of just frontlining here on this Unara. And the needles do come out as well. CHOVY is basically a raid boss at this point in time. He doesn't have his shockwave anymore. So the zoom-ins are kind of funny, but he's still able to tank it up. But
Ruler's just taking Drake.
Duro is going to go in. I mean, the light's very low. He just has to send it. Meanwhile, the Zhonya's comes in for CHOVY. That's not the target you want to go for as Peanut. And it's all falling apart here for the side of HLE. GENG, they've got Zhonya's for days, and they kill Yunara in the blink of an eye. And that will be the Hex Tech Soul and the end of this game, as GENG are just too far ahead.
I like the attempts from Hanwha and
Kill participation, but they also have 20 kills. Meanwhile, he's going to find Peanut, and he's got CHOVY nearby. So CHOVY collects that kill to a stable Phalanx.
Oh, you got to try.
Ooh, that slowdown is pretty huge. There's the Zhonya's. They're going to get it. We'll see the follow-up. They will catch CHOVY. CHOVY's just dead, but so is ZEUS. I think the wallets are just too heavy. As maybe if ZEUS stays alive, maybe if they're able to stay as a 5-man unit after getting that pick, perhaps they would have been able to get something going. But instead, it's just a 1-for-1. This is not bad for HLE, but I just don't know if it's enough.
That's the real issue, right? Mid for top is a fine trade. Although I think the Gwen is very... Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a good shove. GENG is taking a bit of a risk here.
Yeah, a little bit. Peanut is going to be zoned away once again by the Pop Blossom. And, yeah, they're just pushed away too much.
They're too far behind.
Or rather, Zeka is going to go down. And, yeah, the wallets are just too heavy. They also got the Baron on top of all of this. And with the Hex Tech Soul and 10,000 gold, the lead, GENG will just end this game right now.
In the mid-game from Hanwha, still a big upgrade of where they were, I think, a couple of weeks ago. But GENG giving up Yunara and not being bothered whatsoever as Canyon just maximizing his cooldown.
He's having a great time today, honestly. He's just obviously having a lot of fun.
Look at that face.
Yeah.
That's the face. It's Canyon, so that actually is the face of fun.
He's got a big smile on his face. A big Canyon smile.
For Canyon standards. Yeah, no, for sure.
Look, he's smiling so big. Yeah, just play perfectly and you can beat them.
Yeah.
Or just hope they have an off day, which it has happened. But it doesn't look like this game number 1.
In recent times, the Vi game was also kind of a struggle because I think despite the KDAs, I think ZEUS in particular actually did have a good game. Ended up looking kind of silly, but the amount of damage he was able to pump out was crazy. Come on. It's Renekton.
No, it's Kled.
I mean, GENG, you're allowed to have fun. But did they actually want to give this away?
Teemo.
Oh my god. Okay, now we're just... None of these are happening. It's Yorick or... I can see Yorick. It's Yorick or Renekton.
Yeah.
So, what I like about the Yorick is that Keen has actually been a really good Yorick. Been one of our better team-fighting Yoriks, which started out as a meme. It's just real now.
He has a donut as well. He's got a circle.
Very true.
Circles comp with two.
But most importantly, I want you to imagine what happens to turrets when a team like GENG has Yorick 6. and Pantheon to cover side lanes. It's not okay, though.
They die. The turrets die.
The turrets
I figured
are not
it out.
there.
They die.
They do.
They die really fast.
Oh, yes.
They crumble and
turn into dust.
They turn it ready for game number 2.
수환사의 협곡에 오신 것을 환영합니다.
Alrighty, game number 2 on the cards here. So this time it's ZEUS is being bullied just a little bit. Actually, no, it's Keen who's being bullied quite a lot. He is super dead. He's not even going to bother flashing. As the Lucian Braum from the top rope, he did not expect that with that W.
Well, and now I don't have
hit level 8 yet,
at least
so.
if he goes row, I don't have to be worried about his mana anymore.
Canyon just kind of hanging out here. He's going to find a Braum. He's got Duro with him, who is level 6. Zeka going to make his way over a bit sooner. But with Ruler up on the top side and being Jin.
The burst is really good for Hanwha. They also have a good amount of teamfight CC. But when it comes to single target damage, I do think you have to be a little bit careful of Genji. Particularly with that Pantheon, who is just kind of busted, as we all know. And now Banana Burst control is being taken. Ziggs' zone control obviously very strong. Good at holding these choke points. Prior will be taken for Viper in top though. I think both teams are looking to get the 2-to-1 grub trade. I don't think it's really realistic for either to expect to get all 3, as Viper's threatening, but look at that. There's the mines.
Yeah, Chovy a little bit low on mana. Something to look out for. Peanut late on the Steadfast Presence. Going to be on cooldown now. Cullen comes out just as a, ooh, nice flash here out of Duro. Going to avoid that Poppy ult. And Canyon and the boys say, we want 3. As now the quickness is going to come in, trying to peel, but a big divide comes through from the side of Zeka, but a big bomb over the top as well. And now the health bar's extremely low here on both sides. But guess who's got Jin? It's Ruler, it's Genji, and they're trying to snipe. They're going to at least push them away. No kills just yet, but here comes the Pantheon. Canyon getting in there with like no health. Getting very spicy, but nobody falls in the trade. Canyon wants this last grub though.
Much ado about nothing, as I do think Canyon is going to be able to pick this one up. It's like, where's my heal? Where's my heal? Obviously not anything anymore.
Man can dream.
You'd think if you go Roa, you want to finish. I know Roa, you can also delay it and play for the later power spike, and then you
probably
you get the level up, and it's, I know it's probably just that. But I also want to hear, because you know, Chovy has mentioned, one of our very smart players here in the LCK. I'm always interested to hear what the thought process is. This dragon is definitely going to go right. It's free drakes, or free grubs rather, for a dragon. That's an honest trade. That's what we do.
This is the LCK. Honest trades, honest gameplay. LCK.
Except if you're in Rise Group. Then you're in a post-apocalyptic Mad Max-esque movie where everything real. It's a mirror. It's fries. It's Chovy.
All right, just going to drop a bomb on top of Zeka, who's in a bit of trouble, but a nice ult away from the side of Peanut. And there's the satchel. That's why you like it. You get it back. Looking for another bomb here, but it's not quite good. Yeah, there's the satchel. Going to get over the wall. The exhaust going to make his life pretty hard here. Just not going to have his flash up in time. And Zeka easily going to be able to collect on that.
Nicely done there by Hanwha. I think harder to do than any other team in the LCK. As the Herald has started, Genji a little behind the play. Chovy obviously does have his ult, and they're just going to let it go. It looks like really nice timing here. Hanwha Life keeps the productivity up. You'll love to see it.
Yeah, they started right away and
really good this game.
Yeah, should be double dragon here for HLE. Now, will they roll high with the soul?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, they do.
They roll very high.
So what's next for Chovy?
Trying to fight over this vision here, as now the quickness going to get the flash out of Viper. Just trading flashes essentially. Now in the front line, this is going to be a Braum in a bit of trouble here. Delight going to drop his ult. As now a big bomb does come over the top, but Delight's kind of out of the play now. all things considered, I mean, it's still a relatively even game. It does feel like HLE are getting quite a lot in this early game.
Telling me he's not going Cosmic Drive.
Yeah, no, not this time.
It's telling though that Hanwha Life really stepping up their game in this one, because despite the Yorick and the Ziggs, we're still seeing.
And to build big leads from it, GENG, they're confident to take the big wins. And they'll take the small losses alongside of it. Peanut's going to be caught out big time, a huge chunk into him. At least they got the quickness out of Duro. That's what you can say about this for HLE. But Peanut has to back. And now you don't have a smite really. Trying to go in here though on a Duro who is able to get away. Meanwhile though, ZEUS going to take the gate and make his way over on top of the Ziggs. As, yeah, it's going to be an easy smite here to Canyon.
Peanut was here.
Yeah, he was, but now the root's going to come down. The divide comes in as well, and the shots are ringing true. Trying to get to the back line here. ZEUS just trying to interrupt the curtains being called. He will be successful at that and flashes away. And, yeah, just able to sidestep that one. But GENG, they got the Drake, and only long.
Yeah.
He's able to max his E a little bit quicker than other Ziggs is.
As I don't love doing Otacon into Ziggs Pantheon. I'm not, a little scary to me.
Yeah, they're kind of zoned away, though, at this point. As, ooh, nice angle. Only going to catch Duro, though.
That's big.
And the ult comes in, but it's not quite there. So, going to get Duro out of the fight. And now show it again. Look at how low that cooldown is, by the way.
Oh, Drake.
0.7.
Hanwha Life still sitting at soul point. This time, though, they're slower to the play. We'll see if Peanut can up the numbers, find someone with his ultimate.
Yeah, I mean, Peanut's just here.
They can't take too much poke. They have to be the one to pull the trigger.
Right, here it is. Oh, the ult going to be interrupted by the satchel, I believe. Oh, he's still going to get the smite, though. Nicely done by Peanut. This time he's got a smite button. The front line, Canyon just being chipped away at, as now ZEUS goes in. CHOVY in a ton of trouble. Gets taken down by Zeka. And HLE are stomping the fight against GENG. It's a 5-for-0 as they're going to take them down. As at least only Peanut did go down, actually, but it's still a massive win here for HLE.
And HLE, at the very least, is going to look for a push to inhib. I don't think they can quite end. But man, soul point secured. Amazing fight.
But should be death cap 4th then, when he eventually does buy that. Meanwhile, going to go in here on a ruler. Underneath the turret, doesn't care. Not even able to get redemption. And now, Peanut able to peel very nicely against the Rakan, who's really struggling into Poppy. Who could have seen that coming? As now, with that pick on a ruler, looks like they are looking for the Baron.
And without ruler, so much damage is gone. CHOVY is still there. There were a lot of cooldowns used there by Hanwha Life, so needs.
Oh, it's beautiful! And CHOVY just doesn't get to play the game, and neither does Canyon. It's turning into quite the large stomp here in favor of Hanwha Life Esports. Keen, yeah, maybe he can get this objective bounty, but no. TP's coming in. Oh, man. It's a lot of damage, though.
Come on, Maiden.
He's going to get it.
Nice. I was rooting for the Maiden, not GENG, to be very clear there. 11-1. Soul almost certainly secured, given the fact that Hanwha Life... I can prophesize. I mean, I can't. Well, I can. I just can't guarantee that it works.
Well, as long as it's not guaranteed. That's a nice satchel, though. They're going to catch Delight here in the front. He is Braum, after all, though. And Keen is actually the one taking a lot more damage. Going to get MS ult to 2. As this time Zeka goes in. Can't quite complete, as now Canyon trying to punish on the dive, but the turret's already dead. And yes, there are some low health bars here, but Ruler going to be interrupted. ZEUS doing a great job of zoning them away. And they'll take that inhibitor and run away with it, as that looks funny. But he's still going to be able to get out of here. Viper continuing to push down the mid lane. Double TP coming in. And HLE, maybe they just win right here.
Zeka!
Oh, there you go. Just going to catch the two of them. And gets Duro on top of it as well. No wave, though. They do still have the Baron for a minute. And they have one caster minion, and that will be enough. Flash comes through, trying to punish Ruler even more as he stands on the damage. Says, hey, here, take some DPM. And we will have a game number 3. The series is on our hands as ZEUS' Ambessa shines in this game number 2.
And that to me picked it away from CHOVY. As we take a look at the gold graph, that's pretty nice, pretty clean.
Yeah.
And lock it in.
And the Gragas. You talked about this earlier. Just neutralizing, pick another Renekton.
It's that or
front line.
I think Gragas is way better with Kai'Sa. Right, you can both simultaneously break up the fight, set up for really good ultimates. So I'm a fan of that. I think the Gragas to me is a smash hit. Even though the matchup is not as insane as it once was, because you used to be able to go grasp and legitimately not care because your passive was super broken. That's not really the case anymore, but it's still a good matchup as you can neutralize the lane. That said, though, Duro's Blitzcrank, feared for a reason, has not been seen for a decent amount, but is very often on the ban list.
소환사의 협곡에 오신 것을 환영합니다.
Here we go, game number 3 on the way. Match 137, which is we're nearing the end of the regular season of the LCK. It's getting very close.
Don't remind me, Feldes. Trying to pretend LCK goes on forever and ever and ever.
Yeah, and Chronicler never leaves, and we just it's a pretty good movie outside of the accent. Okay. Ooh, that was pretty slick. Out of Duro, not out of Delight. Oh, it is a bottle.
Yeah, I know!
Wait, but why does it... I don't understand.
Oh!
Flash! Oh, he got stunned! And it doesn't matter, he's still dead. A little bit of anti-synergy, but it doesn't quite make the difference.
Those perfectly set up for Duro. They will answer as there we go.
It's a bottle.
They will answer, I think it's a bottle and a bag of chips, like snacks.
Ah, yes.
Because they're an esports fan, so they show the dive is coming. Keen, oh my god!
Wait, he's diving too!
He's not just backing off, they're actually just fully committing now to just 5-manning this turret.
ZEUS is like, wow.
Play safe!
Play safe, ZEUS! Wait, play safe! No! He didn't play safe. Cannon gonna pick up the kill. Meanwhile, Viper does get some solo time with his top turret, but...
Yeah, but there's a Tristana on the enemy team, so
yes.
We're not, and Renekton actually, we're not winning often. I was just praising him for the move down, because I think that by itself is enough, but no. That's going to be a certain first blood turret taken, maybe a pick on the light.
Yeah, they want a bit more. He's got his ult, exhaust, and the flash. Oh, the max range makes it look beautiful. Exhaust comes in. The Unbreakable Will is there as well, but the light was dead 100%. Zeka was good.
Zeka was great, true. And then on Gen G, it's like, it can't be CHOVY.
It's not CHOVY.
It's like what, Duro or Canyon?
Game 2 was a bit rough for the side of
I know, but they lost, right?
For Gen G.
We kind of gotta erase that one.
I feel like you can go for like the win and down.
Well, no.
Maybe it's just Canyon, even though he did like nothing on Pantheon, which is rough. I don't know if it's 100% his fault. Ooh, look at the damage coming in! As he already had the bomb prepped on him from the Tristana. And then Keen just gets in there and finishes him off. Viper, not able to even flash away, just elects to accept his fate.
That's Herald gone. And it's been these picks, not just set up by Duro, but also that one was actually set up by Ruler. He was the one that did the damage initially onto Viper. This Tristana counter pick makes me wonder if we're actually gonna... I feel like Tristana's one of those picks that's always on the edge of the meta. And then she's really popular, she gets nerfed repeatedly, you don't see her, and then at some point someone's like, what if...
They win a lot too. Oh, the knockup comes in before the ult can do much for him, and Zeka's just dead. No getting away from that unless he flashes the knockup initially. But yeah, it's another great setup from Duro, just making plays on the blitz. Chronicler unsheathes his POM selection sheet.
I'm just putting it out there.
He is preparing himself.
Where are we heading?
So, can we talk about Cassiopeia a little bit? Because I'm definitely one of the Cassiopeia haters.
Yeah.
I feel like this isn't the best game to be a Cassiopeia hater. Like, I don't feel like it's Cassiopeia's fault.
No, I think the pick was done in a reasonable spot, right? Because it was picked face up into a lot of champions should be good into.
But, okay, well, we're going to have an engage. They're going to try to go on to Duro. He just gets the hook in anyway, immediately dies. There's the engage cone, the rare one. The setup here is great from the side of Hanwha. But now everybody's getting pretty low. In goes Viper trying to take down Keen. He's like a raid boss. They finally get him. But now the front line being chipped away on some low health bars here. GENG looking to continue in. Viper actually gets the flash here out of Canyon, who did not want to continue on that one. And really, it's just CHOVY who is super healthy, as now the bounces are coming in. HLE Esports continued for way too long. And there's the angle from Ruler as well. Jumps in and just shuts them down. GENG take a huge fight. It's selected into Rise because it's got such a great lane matchup, but instead CHOVY just is looking to like giga gap in terms of CS and in lane as well.
Yeah.
So CHOVY's doing a lot of work. I
can't do it after the Ziggs incident, and I know that was.
But what about after the Pantheon and after the Rakan, who did nothing in game 2 as well? You know,
he was playing into Poppy. Oh,
yeah. Well, he is in down. Should be okay. They got the redemption back. Meanwhile, Gragas is just dead. Little flip potentially coming on in here, but Canyon's just going to get it down as Peanut was already backing away, and now it's just Bedlam in the back line. HLE Esports on the run, just scattering to the wind as Peanut is going to get away. But
I think ZEUS had...
His rumble was very good.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know, man. It's kind of hard.
I'll leave it to you.
It's
CHOVY,
tough.
meanwhile, just going to get booped back into the team and give 1,000 gold over to Viper. So.
Thank you, CHOVY. That was a sign. We're gonna
make this a little bit easier on Chronicler.
Just a little bit.
Okay, the engage cone from Canyon, but actually dealing with a lot of members of HLE Esports. He's got that ultimate up, but they're just trying to pile into him.
Cancel!
Oh, the cancel is huge on a Ruler, and he's going to go down. HLE Esports just grouping up and taking him down.
Big. I know there's no objective, but...
The bottle?
Okay, but he is a crocodile.
Yeah.
Big crocodile.
There's no cask either, so... TP was used, by the way. And now Realm Warp coming on in, and big petrifying gauge does come in, but the hook is better, and it goes straight onto the Cassio. Now they're trying to kill CHOVY, but they absolutely cannot, especially with the front line, with the bodyguards that GENG have for this Rise. And there you have it. Triple kill goes through for Keen. He does have 8.
This Viper's there. Yeah. ZEUS is there.
Oh. And Duro's back. Back again. Delight's dead.
We're watching a Blitzcrank, as we've seen many times with Duro, just run the map!
Yeah, this time, some finicky stuff.
Get him, Keen!
There's the subjugation, though, and Keen
does not get him.
In a bit of trouble, has to flash. He's actually poisoned at the moment, but I think he should be okay. Looking for more is Duro, because why not? Start up the Baron on spawn here, 25 minutes. Especially with Chemtech, Soul.
Peanut has flash.
They do not care about that.
A steal into a fight win can turn even an 8k gold lead into the stuff of dreams, Valdez.
We got a TP coming in now.
Oh, the flanking crocodile.
Trying to get over the wall here is Delight. Trying
Canyon's
to
out.
some room. And they're just in the pit. Canyon's not there. And this fight should go over to Peanut. And he does get it, but the ensuing fight still going to be very heavily in favor of GENG. As everybody's getting in as soon as they possibly can with the Realm Orb.
Good job by the bodyguards, ZEUS and Delight, ensuring Peanut stands alone in the pit and gets the smite. It doesn't matter.
The game is over.
But it was a nice moment there to capstone this game.
It looked very cool.
That it did.
Yeah. Can they clear the wave is really the only question. The knock up, the miss on the hook. I feel like that's the first one he's missed, though, this entire game, so I feel like we can just give it to him. The GA comes out, a big petrifying gaze. Now Viper has the angle. Can he deal with CHOVY is really the only question. It doesn't quite matter. The rest of the team, though, is on the Nexus as CHOVY is going to get it. Viper trying to cut them up, and they're going to stop them from killing the Nexus.
Keen's on the ward. Keen's on the ward.
Keen is on a ward, and now he's just forced to kind of go forward.
Doesn't have GA, by the way, so like if he would have died, that would have actually been huge. Tempo advantage now. Keen might have to base, and they don't have Dominus.
Right, massive flashes forward, and Duro's gonna get stunned and killed by Zeka, who's making it happen. 0-5 on the Casio, as now the pillar on a Chovy. Not the best. Look at the damage from this Rise. It's just ridiculous. As now Chovy once more. The explosion comes through, and that Kaisa in a lot of trouble. He's gonna go to the backline though. Survives for a little bit. Almost gets the crazy play off, but it's not meant to be. Chovy's still alive, and Chovy remains on top. 9-1 and 11 in this game as he'll TP into the top lane to try to end.
I saw an actual chuckle on Canyon's face. That's how you know that the game got silly.
Oh, ZEUS.
Oh, Hanwha life. That said, again, I look at this as a glass half full. I think that Hanwha life have improved so much. It's just the problem is that they're facing GENG. As, you know what, I actually have no idea who's going to get POM. For even POG, I'm not even joking. Like, who would you vote for here?
Guys? There you go.
Okay, that. We had the respawn there, obviously. As come on, don't do that to your old teammate. As
do it because he's your old
take
teammate.
Down the next. I'm not even joking. Like, Chovy feels like a great vote for this one. So does Keen. So does Duro. I don't.
Well, when in doubt,
yeah, Chovy's gonna get it.
I think I'd probably go Duro still. I mean, Chovy was. Maybe it is Chovy.
I want Duro because I think he's due.
Maybe it's not even.